Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Perfect. 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 I wish I had a marker for my screen. I wish I had. Hey, y'all. Hey, Millie. Hey, Neffy. Hey, Chrissy. Hey, Tim. What's up, cuz? Hey, Chelsea. Y'all, look, I got my little glass of wine. This is an awesome Friday for me. Hey, love, how have you been? How have you been, girl? I ain't seen you in forever. Seen you in forever. Literally just hopped on here. I'm at an event right now, but I felt so compelled to speak on this because I'll be actually discussing more in detail this topic tomorrow. I'm speaking at a children's home and orphanage, and it's something that has really been on my heart, so I want to expound on it. Hey, Poopy. Yes, when that wine glass is around, we about to speak. This is my second one too. Hey, cuz, what's up, Kiki? So yes, I know it's Friday night. Y'all ain't going nowhere. It's cold. It's snowing outside, so I'm not even gonna rush this. I'm not even gonna rush. Ooh, my face is so fat right now, y'all. I've been eating good. You know, I'm newly engaged. So I have a lot going on right now, and this is a really ironically, it's a really good topic to kind of go into since I'm newly engaged and I just turned 26 2 weeks ago. I literally got engaged like 2 days after my birthday. So a lot has been coming at me recently. A lot. Hey, Tiara. A lot has been coming at me. So I've been juggling. Y'all know I got the book that you can pre-order. I'll drop the link in my caption. I also have a lot. Thank you. I appreciate it. Crazy, right? Getting thrown for a loop right now. So I'm a fiance now. So I got a new title. We supposed to be going bowling tonight, drunk bowling. So you know I'm about to kick his butt. Hey, Robin. So yes. Yeah, so let me go ahead and jump into this. I have a few people on here. So yeah, this is one of the single most important elements that has allowed me to basically prosper even in the midst of a lot of trying situations this year. A lot of you guys don't know, but a lot of you guys do know. I'm in real estate, so I'm in commercial real estate, and I also own my own health and wellness company as well. So I juggle a lot, and believe you me, it's not easy being responsible for dozens of women, as well as facilitating very high ticket transactions, as well as just making sure everything else runs smoothly in my life. So it's a lot. But anywho, one thing that has allowed me to be able to juggle everything has been a really powerful thing. Hey, Olivia, you did not catch me at the end this time. Hey, Keontae. So one single thing, I got my wine, so y'all know I'm about to turn up. The one single thing that has allowed me to get through 2018, obviously we're not completely done with the year just yet, but that thing has been faith. Hey, Epiphany. That one single thing has been faith. And I'll be speaking about this tomorrow at the children's home. For children that are in orphanage, who's in an orphanage and don't have parents, don't have, certain role models, they live a totally different lifestyle than most other children, is a very powerful concept because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't have everything kind of laid out for you in a way. This is what you're supposed to do, or you're going to graduate from high school. I'm going to make sure you got a college fund. You everything is not it's kind of ambiguous. They don't know what's going to happen. So you got to have faith, in particular situations like that, because you don't know what's going to happen next. A lot of times in life, we don't really know what's waiting on the other end or on the other side of the door. So a lot of times we just decide to throw in the towel way too early, and one thing that has helped me really push forward this year is just having faith, in myself and, my business and things like that, and just having a vision for where I want to go. Because if I didn't have that vision, honey, I would have quit a long time ago, because it's really easily for one to get distracted. And if you don't have a clear vision and you don't have that clarity of where you want to end up in the long term, nothing is going to push you. It's like if you go through a dark tunnel, you're scared. You don't really want to go. You don't know what to expect. You hear noises. You got these thoughts going through your head like, oh my gosh, what is waiting for me? As I walk through this, walk through this darkness, I can't see I might run into something. I might run into a wall. Something might jump out at me. What? I don't know what to expect. But I know it's a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm in a place right now. I want to get to the other end because I know this is not where I need to be. But you got to go through that darkness. Hey, Ebony. Hey, Yada. You got to go through that darkness in order to get to that light at the end of the tunnel. But sometimes you don't see that light right away. Sometimes you don't see it. So you'll be going through that tunnel. You got all those trials and tribulations. You juggling a lot. You running into walls. You hearing scary noises. You don't really know what to expect. And it's easy to get thrown off your square, and it's easy to kind of retreat back to the entrance to where you came from because you know what's there, but in order for you to get to that next level, to get to that new place in your life, you have to enter the unexpected, but you have to have faith in order to push you there. Hey, Jessica, you have to have faith, and that's what's going to get you from point A to point B, even if you don't see that light at the end of the tunnel. You have to have that faith. You have to have that courage within yourself. Hey, Teresa, you have to have that courage within yourself saying that, what, once I get through this tunnel, I'll be in an entirely different place. I'll be in a better place emotionally, financially, mentally. You have to believe. If you don't believe, you will never take that next step into that new phase in your life. And as you guys, like I just mentioned, I'm entering a new phase in my life, and I have a lot going on. But what's allowed me to really propel myself and to take risks and to bet on myself and gamble, because a lot of this has been a gamble, but I just have enough confidence in myself and my abilities that I'm willing to take that step because I have a lot of faith. And that's what many people lack. When the going gets tough, they just retreat and they go back into their comfort zone. And that comfort zone, that's a scary place. I'm telling you, it's comfortable, it's what you know, it's what you're used to, but trust me, you're going to stagnate yourself. You're not going to grow. It's no growth in the comfort zone. You never want to be, I need to edit my caption. You never want to be in the same place this time next year as you are right now. Just like right now, you shouldn't be in the same place you were this time back in 2017. You know what I mean? It's all about progression. And stepping out of that comfort zone, a lot of times it's hard, trust me. Whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to get a new job, whether you're trying to increase your income, whether you're entering, a new engagement, a marriage like I am, or a new relationship, whatever the case may be, or maybe you're relocating, you get overwhelmed with all these different feelings, all these different emotions. You become apprehensive. You're like, what if this doesn't work? What if I fall flat on my face? What if I embarrass myself? What if this is not for me? What if this is not the person for me? What if I am rushing into this too quickly? So you start telling yourself these negative stories, and it starts to build and grow. Those negative stories, I'm telling you, once they come, they just grow. That's a story for a whole nother day. But once you start to tell those stories, yes, and other people's opinions, yes, people will come into your life and they'll tell you, girl, don't do that, or you think you're moving too fast, or maybe you just need to wait. Hey, Yolanda, maybe you just need to wait, pump your brakes, but you got to take it with a grain of salt. People are not in your position. Thank you, Keontae. People are not in your shoes. People are not living the life that you live. They have their own life and they have their own decisions to make. And the same is for you. You know, you can't base your life off of other people's experiences and off of other people's opinions because it's all subjective at the end of the day. You know, I'm the type of person, I learn from other people's mistakes, but at the same time, if I feel compelled to do something, I will do it and I will learn. If I fail, then that's just, you know, a lesson for me. Sometimes you got to learn the hard way, but I am the type of person, I would rather say I did it and failed than I didn't do it at all because I was scared. So you got one life to live. You don't get to practice. A friend told me that yesterday. You don't get to practice life. You know, you get one shot at it. You don't get to practice life. So you just got to learn as you go along, but you have to have faith. Because if you don't have faith, honey, you're going to quit before the game even starts. And you cannot win unless you play. Yes. Yes, I like that, Chelsea. Seriously, you have to do this for you. Whether you relocating, because I know like you, for instance, you relocated. Where'd you go, to Arizona? I love Arizona. I just got back from Phoenix like a month ago. So beautiful. Yes, you have to do this for you. This is your life. You know, this is your experience. You know, you experiencing these things and you going through these trials and tribulations, you trying everything, it's trial and error. You can tell somebody in the future, you know, this is what happened. This is what happened to me. And you can give them advice and they can take it and they can implement it. They can take it with a grain of salt. But at the end of the day, you being able to be a blessing in somebody else's life. Arizona now, Texas, you bouncing around. I'm actually relocating soon. I'll tell y'all about that later. But yeah, it's all about being able to give people constructive criticism. Yes, it's out of the goodness of your heart. People will tell you certain things like, child, I did this back in the day, and I wouldn't advise you to do it. And they're speaking from a place of, you know, it's heartfelt. I don't think it's any ill intention when it comes to, you know, family and friends just telling you, you know what, if you're trying to start a business, I know that's a big thing. A lot of people be like, you know what, you ain't got enough money, you shouldn't take out this loan, which I wouldn't advise. But you wouldn't take out this loan, you shouldn't do that. Or, girl, it's going to take a lot of time, it's going to take a lot of work. There's other people who already started that and failed. Somebody already came up with that idea, don't do it. This is life, guys. This is life. We all start, we all fail, we all succeed. You can't be scared. You got to have faith. You got to have faith, or you are going to have one disappointing life. You're going to get to the end of it, and you're going to have a lot of regrets. You're going to be sitting on that, you're going to be sitting on the edge of that bed like, gosh, I wish I would have did this. I wish I would have did that. Hey, Alfredo. So I say all of that to say this. Have faith. You know, if you're entering a new stage or a new phase in your life, maybe you're expecting a child. Hey, Thierry. You're expecting a child, or maybe you're starting a new business venture, like I mentioned. Maybe you're relocating. Maybe you're in a new relationship. I got my Sauvignon Blanc, y'all. I'm turned up. But whatever the case may be, like I said, just walk in it with confidence in yourself. Have the faith, because that energy really does. It attracts more energy. It attracts more positive energy. And it'll put you in a place where you never thought you'd be. But if you never took that risk and you never took that leap of faith, and you would never know where you would never know what kind of potential you actually held. You know, you'd be in a place, you'd be in the same spot. So if it's something on your heart that you've been, you know, going back and forth about for a long time, and you've been wondering if you should do it, I would say try it. We're young. This is a point in life. A lot of us who are on here, maybe not everybody, but many of us are in our 20s, mid 20s, late 20s, some of us early 20s, some of us early 30s. Life is for living. Take the chance, have the faith, have enough faith in yourself to actually, you know, live a little bit and try your hand at something. Hey, Erica, you know, people will try to write out your life for you, and they'll tell you what's appropriate. You should do X, Y, Z. You should get a job. You should get a degree. You know, it's the right way to do things, but honey, it's no cookie cutter way to live life. Everybody's journey is different. Thank you, Ebony. That is so true. It is so true. So much. It's so easy to be apprehensive these days because everybody tries to make it seem like there's a right and a wrong way to do things. But like I just mentioned, you have a destiny, and you need to follow your heart at the end of the day. I'm not just saying just go willy-nilly and do all this crazy stuff, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you can't live through somebody else, and likewise, they can't live through you. Because people speak from a place of fear a lot of times, and it's coming from a place of concern and a place of care. But for me, if I had listened to a lot of people that kind of spoke from a concerned place in their heart, and they told me, maybe you should rethink this, maybe you shouldn't do this, I wouldn't have done half the things that I have done. Hey, Shalita. Hey, Akiva. So yeah, like I mentioned, I wouldn't have done half the things that I've done had I listened. And I listen to people, but at the same time, I kind of filter it out because I have such a strong, and I was just having this conversation because I'm at an event now. I was just having this conversation with a guy in the other room. You have to have oneness with yourself. Hey Trey, you have to know yourself and know your own intuition. And I'm so in tune with myself that when I feel strongly about something, I go for it. I don't think about it. I might discuss it with a couple of people that I trust and I value their opinions. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna pull the trigger if I'm feeling strongly about something. I never just sit on the fence, and let time pass me by, because time is the most valuable thing you have. And if you're one of those people that are so unsure and you need to, hey, Aviel, hey, Debbie, you need to, do research. You need to get the opinion of 30 people close to you. You need to make sure you got this safety net. Honey, sometimes you gotta jump off of that ledge and build your wings on the way down, and you will be fine. But in order to do that, you have to have faith. Because if you're a person that doesn't have faith, then you will straddle that fence for the rest of your life. While everybody else, takes the chances. Everybody else explores and lives their life. While everybody else kind of propels and progresses in life. While the whole time you're just sitting in your comfort zone and you're letting time and life pass you by. Hey, love. So yeah, I just felt compelled to kind of mention how important faith is. That's what I'm talking about. I'm speaking about this tomorrow at a children's home. Speaking to children ages like 10 to 19, so it's a wide range, of ages. Hey, Jamaica. But yes, faith is something that you have to have, and a lot of people associate it with religion or whatever the case may be. But faith is what you make it. It doesn't necessarily have to be related to relationships or related to, religion or anything like that. I look at it as just it's just an internal feeling of confidence and self-assurance that you have in yourself. Sorry, it's kind of loud. There's a ton of people out here. Something that you have internally. It's a feeling of sureness. Even though you're not particularly 100% sure what might be on the other side of that door or what's awaiting you at the end of this journey, because this is life. We don't know what's going to happen. But in order to find out, you have to be ready and willing to take the leap of faith in order to see what's on the other end for yourself. And when you think about all the people who you kind of look up to, the greatest actors, Denzel Washington, the greatest performers, entertainers, Beyonce. I could go on all day. Oprah, freaking President Obama. These people define the odds. Do you think it was written out for them that you are going to be the greatest person, or you're going to be the greatest of your, of your talent, of your industry? No. They went into it, they just had a passion, and they took a leap of faith, and they believed in themselves, and that's how they got to that point. Teresa, it's St. Vincent's Children's Home. It's in Florida. It's on South Florissant and Natural Bridge. I'm sure you passed it a ton of times. Yeah, you gotta. I mean, we're too young to be just sitting in that corner letting life pass us by. This is a time of your life where, hey, this is a time of your life where you have to take risks. You have to take those those leaps, and you got to bet on yourself. A lot of y'all go on the boat. Sometimes you just got to gamble. You got to roll them dice. You may crap out. You may lose. You may have to fold, but you can't win unless you play. It's necessary. Yeah, Trey. I'm on that too. I've always kind of been that type of person because even when I took one of my biggest leaps of faith, which was me leaving the country and I moved overseas. A lot of you guys are aware of that back in, what was that, 2015? So that was about 3 years ago. I had a lot of people ask me, why are you doing this? Or it's a lot going on overseas. Why would you put yourself in that situation? It's all kind of wars. It's all kind of crazy folks blowing places up. Yeah, my granny, she begged me not to go. But I knew this was something I had to do for me. It was really, really strong on my heart. And I knew it was something internally that I had to do because I was really passionate about it. And I don't regret it at all. Had I not taken that leap of faith, I feel like my life would be on a totally different trajectory. Because as you take those leaps of faith, it kind of reinforces a confidence in yourself. Hey, Jose. So it reinforces a confidence within yourself when you have uncertainty, but you decide to bet on yourself anyways, and you actually succeed. Just imagine how much confidence and how much certainty you have in yourself going forward in the next hardship or the next decision you have to make in your life. Good job. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Ebony, what do you suggest to strengthen your faith for those who operate in fear? Me, I listen to a lot of podcasts and interviews for people who are in places that I want to be in. I listen to them every morning. That's the first thing I do when I wake up. I don't get on social media. I might check my text messages. But the first thing I do, I get on YouTube, and all of this is free. And I follow and subscribe to a lot of channels that have a lot of inspirational content. Interviews and podcasts from people who have, started from the bottom, who have faced a lot of adversity, and, just through faith, they've reached points in their lives. They're at altitudes where they never imagined they would be. So I just, I do a lot of that because you are what you consume. So yeah, I listen to a lot of podcasts. I surround myself with a lot of people. Right now I'm at a networking event that I come to every week. I go to a network event on Thursday and on Friday. So I'm surrounded by a lot of people who are like entrepreneurial business owners, people who take a leap of faith. That's what their life is about. People who have startups. I wish I could take you guys in this other room. It's like a ton of people in there. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. These are people who have taken chances on themselves. People who have put thousands of dollars on the line. People who have quit their 9-to-5 jobs. People who have drain their 401ks. You know what I mean? This is people who have taken that leap. When I say leap, that's the true definition of a leap of faith. But that's what life is about, So I just surround myself with the right people. Like I said, I consume the right type of content. So when I'm on Facebook, like I said this in another live, I filter my social media. So I took all the trash. I unfollowed people who weren't conducive to my goals. People who gave off negative energy, I got rid of them, and I follow a lot of inspiration, motivational people and content, and that's helped me a whole lot in really reinforcing and building my strength in my faith. So that's what I would say, Ebony. But I've been on here for 25 minutes. Jesus, time flies when you're talking. I am going to get out of here. I'm gonna finish my wine, and I will let you guys go and enjoy your Friday. If you guys are interested in my book, it's available for pre-order. I will leave the link in the caption. It's $11.99 right now. Once I actually launch it, which will be next month, I think the price might go up. So if you're interested in it, it'll be a lot of content around things like this: mindset, spirituality, physical fitness, nutrition, things like that. That'll help you kind of better level up in life. No problem, Chrissy. Thank you for listening. So I'll leave the link in my caption. And yes, I am engaged as of 2 weeks ago. As of 2 weeks ago, you can see. So yes, I'm entering a new phase of my life, like I was mentioning. So yes, I'm excited. Going in with faith. Going in with faith. But yeah, we're like really tight. We're like best friends. I love him a lot, and vice versa. So we have a lot of plans to build and grow together. Thank you. But yes, I will let you guys go. Make sure you work on continuing to strengthen your faith. It is going to be something that'll get you a long way in life. Without it, you are going to remain in that box, in that comfort zone. And like I said, there's no growth, there's no prosperity in the comfort zone. That's the last thing you want to do is get comfortable. All right, y'all. I appreciate you tuning in. I will see y'all later.